What's up, everybody? This is Rich, and you're watching another episode of Gaming on a Budget, the channel that tries to save you money by reviewing free or cheap games with the hopes of recommending you some dope shit. So for today's review, we'll be looking at the game Rogue Company, a game that's been getting a little bit of buzz, and I've been noticing some streams of people playing the game as well, so I said, let's check it out. So with that being said, let's go ahead and talk about some of the facts. So it's a multiplayer third-person shooter game, developed by First Watch Games, published by Hi-Rez Studios, who's also done games like Paladins and Realm Royale, released October of this year, built on the Unreal Engine 4. Platforms you can play it on include Windows, PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and it will be on the new gen consoles as well on PS5 and Xbox Series X. And the most important question, is it cross-platform compatible? Yes, it is. Thank God. We don't have too many of those games, and good to see we have another game in that list. So let's go ahead and talk about the game. So there's no real storyline. Rogue Company is just a group of badass mercenaries that are able to take on the deadliest missions in the world, as they describe with style. Like I mentioned earlier, the game's a third-person shooter, and the players are known as rogues. There are different game modes that have different objectives associated with each. Extraction, it's a 4v4 where one team has to hack the objective, and the other team has to stop them either by unhacking it or killing off the other players. There's also a decent number of maps in the game. When I first saw this game, I thought it looked like if Counter-Strike and Overwatch had a baby, then this is what it would be. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about when I dive further into the game. So I checked out the trailer and I was like, whoa, this is really dope looking. And it has like this weird quirkiness to it that I like. Kind of like a comedic aspect put in a shooting game, which I really like. So after spending a good amount of time with this game, I came up with some points to talk about, and yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So the first point, the visuals. The trailer of the game was very nice, so I expected for the visuals to be the same. Graphics wise, it's decent. You can see that the Unreal Engine 4 was used, and it did a good job. One thing I did like were the stages. I thought the stages looked really dope. Details, the lighting, like there's a stage called Italy, which looks really cool. Just the stages were done very, very well, and I can appreciate that. Also, the rogues look pretty dope as well. They have some really interesting and cool, sleek, modern looks, and I think that's dope. And you can kind of get the vibe of the game off of how they look, and it's pretty good. So overall, the visuals for the game weren't too bad. My next point, the rogues. So the rogues look fucking dope, no lie. I love the diversity in their looks, and I love how no one's like a clone of anyone else. Everyone's like unique. The character models are super satisfying. The rogue I use the most goes by Saint, and just by taking a look, you can probably guess why. Yup. Each rogue has a specialty, and they have abilities they can use. Saint is a support player, so one of his abilities is he can send this medical robot drone thing to go get a down player, which is very convenient because like if you're like in a pinch and someone's down like super far away, you can send that robot and it goes right to them to heal them up. Also, each rogue has a special weapon associated with them, including melee. Ronin, which is the main character you see in the trailer, has this katana, which is really, really dope. In the beginning, you have only a few of the rogues, but you're able to unlock more of them with reputation points. These you collect just from competing in matches. And overall, I think the rogues look super dope, and I love their variability and the different abilities that they have. So they're dope as hell. Next point, mechanics. So one of the things that kind of bugged me about this game was the shooting. So not sure if it's just me, but I thought the aiming and shooting in the game was just okay. Other games have a more satisfying aim and shooting system, and for some reason, it's just not what I would expect of Rogue Company. It kind of felt off. Not saying it's horrible, I just feel like it's not quite there. I really don't know how to explain this, but the aiming and shooting in the game is not as satisfying as other games I've played. So that is just, it could just be a quirk of mine, could be just a personal thing, but that's just something I noticed. One thing I do like is the mixture of melee into the shooting game. It's not just the knife like you would have in like Call of Duty or something. There's all kinds of weapons. There's bats, axes, katanas like I mentioned, and that's pretty cool. You're even able to throw these weapons at people, which is pretty dope. Who doesn't want to throw like an axe at someone? So that's cool. There's good and bad to the mechanics of this game, but overall, it doesn't take away a whole bunch from the game. So highlights for the game, definitely the rogues. For me, the rogues were the best part of this game. All the different rogues you can use. I like how each of them have specialties and abilities. This game definitely pushes for teamwork as each rogue has its place and role on a team. I really like the character designs too. The rogues are super dope looking, and I really like that each is unique and not some cookie cutter character model, you know, with this variation chains and all that. Like, each rogue is unique, and I love that. The rogues, in my opinion, is really what brings life to this game, and it makes it a lot different from games like CSGO. Final thoughts, Rogue Company is a cool game, not gonna lie. I had a bunch of fun playing this game. Even though I was losing a lot, I love how competitive it is, and weirdly, when I lose, I still have a good time. It gives you a chance to realize what kind of player you are, and then you can find a rogue that fits that playing style. Rogue Company definitely has potential to be a really good game if they just work on a few things to tweak the mechanics. But again, some of that just might be personal to me, but otherwise this game is actually a pretty solid game, and you should play it. I definitely think you should give Rogue Company a shot. But as always, it's all about what you think. So you guys have to tell me, are you playing Rogue Company? If not, do you think you're gonna try it? What's your main rogue? Tell me what rogues you guys like to use. Let me know all of that in the comments. If you like this video, please go ahead and drop a like. If you're new here, please subscribe and go ahead and click those notifications. I release videos on a weekly basis with the aim of making some cool videos. Also, if there's games out there that you think I should know about, go ahead and leave those in the comments and I'll see which ones I can play. Anyways, thank you so much for checking out this video. You are a dope person if you watch this video. I don't care what anyone says, you're dope. This was another review on Gaming on a Budget, and as always, I'll see you on the next one.